Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Val-des-Bois Expeditions, where this week we are finally going up into the mountains proper. I know I've said we were going to for a while now, and I never really went through with it, but this episode we are going up there and we're going to plant our tent. I'm also just going to make sure that I load us up with the... what we need... Okay, I still gotta slim down a little bit for gear. I guess I'll put away the first aid kit so I can bring the tent out with us, because we gotta get that up there for sure. And we are a little tight still, but I might be able to squeeze a bit more of the 30-06 ammo in. Let me see. Not quite. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't need... Yeah, I don't quite need that much. You know what? I don't even think I need any more than one stack of the birdshot. Yeah, we shouldn't need that. I don't actually need the the predator call we shouldn't need, so I will take the first aid in case we run into any bears on the way up. But I think that basically has us set to head up and try getting ourselves into position. So we are going to take the 30-06 with us and the 12 gauge, just because once we do get up into the very highlands of Val-des-Bois, we're going to have the ibex and... I feel like I want to call them ptarmigan. I really should have looked up what they actually are. But just to get us up there a little quicker, I am going to sprint. I'm going to see about... it's this area here I want to kind of look at. I do wish the drawing circle was a little larger. This area right in there. Because that might be the easiest way up if you don't have the climbing gear. I know... Last time I was up into the highlands of Val-des-Bois, it is a little annoying you need the two to go up to the highest area there, but there are workarounds you can find to get you up into spots, as long as you have the time to go the distance to reach them. So we're going to try this time just to see if I can go completely on foot without using climbing gear to get up into that area. I can't remember if it took us all the way down the slope too, like from this level, or just one piece of climbing gear and... No, that's just a roe deer female. We're not really looking for her. I think the 30-06, despite its power, is actually still ethical for taking down roe deer. Not 100% certain, but I think it is. But yeah, that's our first destination, is just getting up into that area to see if that is a cut, so that way you can't actually go up there, or if we can sneak our way there. There might even be a way somewhere over around here you could do so too, but again, I just want to investigate a little bit and see. Because I always... Val-des-Bois was one that... Or Val-des-Bois, whatever you want to call it. This map with like the elevation stuff was where it kind of felt like it was limiting how much you could really do unless you were paying for the climbing gear. However, with the design and if you explore enough, you can probably find your way up into these more remote reaches just by going out to the farther ends of the map for it. Think of it more like convenience than necessary. Yeah, we're getting into a good area here. I just want to double check. I loaded that, and I loaded that, right? Okay, no, let's load this now too. I want to keep the 30-06 at the ready, though, because when I was coming up around this area last time looking for the bear tracks, I basically ran face first into a brown bear. So I'm not aiming for a repeat of that to happen, but I do want to have myself armed and able to defend myself just in case it repeats. But now that we're getting up here, we should be able to just look a little bit more ahead and see if we do have to use the climbing gear or not. Oh, well, we do have a roe deer up ahead. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if she got spooked off because of, like, the little jog I'm doing right now. Yeah, see, I think it's a little weird because if you do come to this spot and you don't need the climbing gear to get up there, the other two spots are just kind of unnecessary. It might actually be faster to just go on this straight up than go here and then there. Oh, and then that's another sightseeing or tourist mission, if you want to call it that, for the map. I don't think I'll look at going on them that much. Although, I mean, we do have a few weekends still with Val-des-Bois, so I might see about doing another one of those. The first ones do seem to be pretty quick and easy to do. Oh, actually... Okay, that's her right there, and it does look like she's on her own. Yeah, you know what, I don't care if she gets spooked. Again, we're trying to get up into the highlands, so... Yeah, just let her go running off. And... we're not quite at that hard cut on the map yet. Yeah, she's just doing her barking and running. So once we get up here, we'll be able to take a good look and see what we have to do or where we gotta go. Yeah, it's just her tracks. Okay, it is looking like a hard cut. The more I look at it, it might be that you actually do need to use one piece of climbing gear, and then you can get up into the next layer. So, oh. Actually, we've even got... Yeah, we got rabbits up here. I think I just saw a little bit of their movements. Up around there. No, we got a lot of road deer activity. Oh, that's a male. So you know what? I do have to work back that way anyway. And I don't want to get too distracted with the rabbits, because that can easily lead into a lot of just circling one spot trying to get more. God, look at all the... Okay, they were really active here. Again, I don't know if they actually have, like, the sort of den system they do on Bushrangers Run on this map or not. It's possible they might have burrows hidden in the grass. Or warrens, I think is the more correct term. You know, this is actually a pretty nice area to just be able to try calling them up towards. Because, yeah, there's so much open ground here that all I basically need to do is bring him a little bit into sight. I should be good to easily place a shot on him. I'm just gonna pull these out and take a little bit of a look around. I do gotta admit, these higher up areas are nice, open, and just really serene to be. Like the gentle rolling hills, the gorgeous vista beyond. If you're looking for a place that just kind of will relax and mellow you out quick, just go into any of the maps on the Hunter Classic. Actually, even Call of the Wild has the same sort of feel to it. I think it's just because Call of the Wild, you do have to buy the game. But it does offer quite a bit of a nice package for, like, just the one purchase of it. Okay, I'm not sure if it would be coming yet or not. Just gonna stay low for a little bit longer. Try to keep with my back to these upper areas. I don't think there'd be anything coming up from behind me with how steep this is. But it is starting to get a little more difficult. I guess with our elevation, we're starting to get blocked by the ground as it's sloping down. So let me just see if I can get a little bit of a spot. I can look down from a bit better. Because we haven't done any other calls, so it should be trying... no, that's previous discovered. We don't want to change their trail off the one we're tracking. Just going to try to stay low and sneak here a bit. Okay, there are tracks here, but I don't know what they're from, so I'm going to go low. Oh, actually, we know they're not from the one that I tried calling in. Let me just grab binoculars and do a quick look. See, I can't really see... Oh, hang on. That might be our guy right there. Yeah, it is. I guess he snuck in behind us as I was going slowly along. Okay, I'm going to have to do a crouching shot. Just get a little bit beyond that boulder there. I'd like him to stay still, because Danger Flew, again, basically an expert with the Hunter Classic. Okay, a lot further back than I wanted the shot to be. But I'm not sure what it is. On Bushranger's Run, I felt like I was a lot more steady with 30-06. On Val-des-Bois, though, it seems a bit more unsteady. Although I might be able to chalk that down because Bushrangers, you don't have the grass in the way, so you can go prone anywhere. Val-des-Bois, though, there's a lot of tall grasses in that which will block your view if you go that low. But, as I was saying, Danger Flew, basically expert with Hunter Classic, has commented last episode, and it does make sense, that the game treats the bullets as physical objects in the world. So if you have an animal moving, the bullet actually will take the time to travel to reach it, and if you don't lead the shot, they'll actually hit back because the animal's moved a little bit on you. So you gotta learn your distances a little bit in leading. That's not something I really... Oh, actually, that's not too shabby, I don't think. 172. So I'm starting this off with a pretty good road here. And let's do... I don't know if I'll actually be able to get a good hold of his antler, because he is a... Well, roe deer are kind of tiny little things, aren't they? Yeah, he's a little hard to work with. I remember, there is a command just to let it drop, isn't it? Oh, backspace. Yeah, let him drop, and then I can try to change his head so he doesn't look like he's been too messed up. Oh, there we go, that's not too bad. And I don't know if I can actually move myself in... Yeah, no, see, it kind of slides me around, so I can't really do that. But we can park ourselves right here beside him. Yeah, not too bad of a start for this weekend, actually, with that roe deer. Okay, and then with that done, we are pretty close to where we gotta climb up to as well. But yeah, so when it comes to, like, leading animals and that, I think the best practice to start out with is going to be once I get the magpie goose setup built up more on Pickbean Bay. Because duck hunting, goose hunting, waterfowling, that is 100% your focus, is to learn to lead the animals and be able to place your shots better with that. But now we'll see how good I am at this little mini-game to get up there. I think you get 3 attempts, and if your 3rd attempt fails, you actually will have to use a medkit to pick yourself back up. Or you can respawn at one of the lodges, just I'd prefer... Granted, we didn't cover a lot of ground, but I'd prefer not to have to do that. I just want to check, are these more roe deer tracks, or are these like brown bear? Well, rabbit, actually. Yeah, I don't know if we'll find anything further up aside from the ibex or the ptarmigans. Okay, but here we go. I can see the wall we gotta... Oh, no, maybe it's actually the next one. I've got something set up pretty close to here, but it looks like there might be 2 of these little places right by each other. Again, the mini-map, you don't actually go off of the big arrow on it. You have to go off of the little donut hole in the center, and that's your position. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll see how well I can manage on this go, since it has been a while since I've had to last do this. But if we can get up there, that is our biggest obstacle out of the way. Yeah, see, unmount will cost 25% of units there, so we want to enter and work our way up. Hold, 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 hold. Back the other way, back the other way, back the other way. Yeah, it's a little hard just trying to... Just gotta go slow. Come on. Almost there. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, we did it first try. It does take a little bit. It's a lot of just finesse and trying to figure out, okay, do I keep trying to push or do I just decide to take my stance where I am? So yeah, we made it up into the high country. And now all we got to do is just get down to this eastern area and we can go right up that slope. I don't know if we'll have any luck finding ibex here already or not. Last time we were up this far, we were already starting to see some of them. So we'll be ready with 30-06 and try just if we can spot them. But biggest plan for the weekend is just get out there, put our tent way up into the highlands, and then no matter where we want to go beyond that, we at least have a much easier start into it. Ideally, I'd actually probably want to put the tent right here, because then I'd have access up into this more remote area. Although I might have to work my way around the mountain too. Maybe I should try to get it right up top here, actually. Because if I put it up there, I can go down to the southeast or southwest with it. It is going to be a bit of a long shot, though, to reach it. So I might actually try jogging us and make that our first priority above hunting for this weekend. If we do see any easy opportunities along the way we're going, I'll definitely try taking them. But sometimes you do gotta set a goal for yourself and reach it. Yeah, so all we gotta do is just basically keep this bearing, go northeast, and then we'll see that nice long slope that leads right up. And I don't know if the ibex are a very vocal animal or not. We do got tracks of something here. Oh yeah, we do got ibex tracks. So we may spot or hear them as we're trying to get about to where we want to go. Oh, speaking of, we got more. Okay, see, that circle is so faint on the mini-map that it's been a long time since they've been in the area. There's what we're looking for. Just a long skidway down. So you do seem to need at least one piece of climbing gear. And then you can take a few shortcuts around to get to other spots without needing seconds. So let's even just get towards the bottom and see if we can look up that in case there's anything along that area. As yeah, that looks like a lot of ground to cover once we get closer, but I think it goes pretty quick as long as you stay steady at it. Yeah, not really seeing any signs of them. And I do want to be careful about where we try taking them down as well, because if we don't get the vital shots, the ibex can literally scale any mountainside in the game, I'm fairly sure. So if we get one, say, like, I think it might have even happened to us one time. If we get one at the rocks there and it runs up that way, it's just gone from us. I don't think we can get up there to claim it. But we'll go for another little bit of a jog since I haven't seen anything yet. And then we'll be into the highest areas you can get to, really. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a nice, easy slope right up. And I do want to be ready with the shotgun as well, because we might start coming across some of the birds on our trek, too. Once I'm even up here, I may even switch out for the 300 caliber, just because if we're talking about, like, consistent and reliable long-range shooting, that rifle's probably the best bet in the game to go for. All the weapons can be worked up to have the better skill with them, so they will stay steadier with your shooting in that, but I think the 300 just covers such a wide range of animals across every reserve. It's your most reliable means of getting into a lot of the species so easily without having to switch and figure out certain weapon configurations that much. Like, what is the starter kit I kind of came up with? Well, I shouldn't say I came up with, somebody else probably already figured it out because of how well it lets you play the game and go after anything you want. You get the 243, the 12-gauge shotgun we've got, and the 300. That combination lets you get anything from rabbits all the way up to polar bear. I think the only animal the 300 can't tackle is the water buffalo. But that's a single species on a single reserve only, so that really shows you how many options you really have, where only a single one isn't viable for you. Yeah, we're almost up to the top here, and we do have some more ibex tracks. I actually don't know if there's any missions for the ibex or not, because I haven't really had anything going off to say, like, you've gotten this criteria met, or you started on this. Maybe it's something I have to harvest them first. Okay, see, these tracks are all fairly old. But we have made it up to where we wanted to be. Oh, and there's actually a tracking skill level 3 for them. Yeah, no signs of anything right now. I think I'll have to be more on watch for sighting and spotting them. Then I'll hear them call out. Okay, so I think we should be able to get over to where I got the marker placed. At least going from the topographical map, it seems like there shouldn't be any obstacles going further from here. I just thought I'd take a look up in the direction the tracks are. Yeah, I don't see anything right now. Okay, we'll snag this and then start working our way up back to the west. And I think there would be a climbing section right around here you can put another piece of gear at. So it does just save you time if you do decide to spring and get them. I think that's probably the best way to look at how the Hunter Classic handles, like, gear in that. It's not mandatory, but it's a quality of life and convenience thing you're getting if you do buy the gear and consumables, etc. Okay, and we'll keep our eyes and ears open in case we do spot any ibex off in the distance, or we hear any of the birds that are typically found up in these reaches. Well, time-wise, we are a little into it, and though we have only gotten one animal so far, I think it's more so the progress we're going to be happy with this episode. This will get us set up to do more, and then next episode we'll hopefully start spotting ibex herds, and just starting to really profit off of that. Like, we've got more tracks here, but these might be... Oh, yeah, they are the birds. Rock ptarmigan. Okay, so it is a species of ptarmigan up here. I've probably scared them off with, like, all my running and that, but we can still at least grab the tracks and see what's going on. Yeah, they are pretty old tracks. Okay, well, we'll just keep on the way we're going. No, and we do have ibex tracks. No, but I do gotta be careful about how the slopes are around here. I don't think it's tall enough that we have to worry about, like, needing to use first aid kit if we slip and go down. But we have come all this way, and it'd be nice not to have to use up gear for something small like that. Animal attack, yeah, it warrants a first aid kit. Just being dumb and accidentally sliding down a slope, not really worth it. I am surprised how much rain there is up here. Like, down in the valley, I don't think we really had that much, if any, rain coming down. So, oh, okay, actually, that's interesting to see. So we caught up. We're not that close, but we may be on the trail of ibex that aren't that far off. And we can just get a better idea of the bearing and find a better place with some actual line of sight, we might be able to see this herd. Because it looks like it might be at least a couple of animals to it. I may have scared them off with my running, but I'm hoping the rain, just because of... I'm trying to remember what the effects of the rain are. I think they help reduce... It reduces the amount of noise you make as you're going around. And that might be it. I don't know if it actually would lower your visibility or not. But... Oh! Got him just before he was going to bolt. Oh, and actually that was a mission already done for them. Okay, action. You know what? I don't think... Was this the one we were following up with? Oh, yeah, he was. Okay, so we managed to squeeze in an ibex before the episode ended too. And how do you score? Kind of on the lower end, I'd imagine, if only 37. But still a good animal to basically say, we are in their territory now. I was quite surprised that he was coming our way. I thought with all the running and that I've been doing, he'd be a lot more timid and trying to go... Would have picked us up and at least tried to be cautious. We got ourselves our first ibex of our expedition series, and hopefully it's the first of many. So I'm just going to get us up onto this next little spot here, and see how much further we've got to go. Yeah, I think I basically want to put the tent right up into the top of that area there. Because then my thinking is we can go down this way, get stuff, or go down the other way and get stuff. That way we kind of split the difference. It shouldn't be too hard to go off and set it up. And we'll probably end the episode... maybe I'll just go for another few moments just to try to get us a little bit closer. And that way it's more of a guarantee next episode. We just get the tent put down up there, and we're all set to try more Highland hunting. Like here I thought I'd be having to snipe them from afar, not have it literally walk up to me and give me... basically a perfect shooting chance, because it was broadside right to us with the flank exposed. I really thought it would have been a lot harder to get the first one. I am quite thankful it took as long as it did for him to register. Oh, that's a threat. I gotta start going. Because any moment earlier, and I don't think I would have been able to place the shot. And we do have tracks leading us even closer to where we want to go. Okay, so now that's fleeing. We might actually be able to see it off in the distance as we get up to some of these higher spots. Let me just take binoculars out for a moment and take a little look. Oh, Actually, I think that's a pretty good one. So that's a great animal we'll start next episode with trying to get. Let me actually put a marker somewhere around where he is. And next episode, we're going for that one. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Val-des-Bois Expeditions. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to let me know in the comments right down below. We've got an animal already lined up for the next episode, so hopefully I'll see you then. But if I don't, or until I catch you in another video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.